There's some lunch money issue. I don't even know what the issue is because I don't remember it. I don't have them all committed to memory, but I remember there's findings in the audit, and there have been repeat findings. And so,
Okay, so for next meeting, we're going to have the finance director give us a report on past audit findings.
right, would you be good enough to cue Anna on that so she's not heard cold,
Yeah.
please? So that we're going to ask her the status of
Sure,
the audit findings.
if I remember. Otherwise, Bill will remind her.
But she's going to,
No, it's in
Particularly with
there.
regard
We're
to-
going to be in there.
Yeah.
What activities are
Yeah, we're going to have an audit update of that.
I'm-
Absolutely.
Right, action items from the last audit is
Yes.
what I'm interested in.
and again, what I'm going to try to do is start putting bullets underneath the speakers and
I
stuff
like it.
down here in old business. And as far as the turf field funding is concerned, I think that falls into BOE's long-term capital plan, which they're not presenting to us yet.
Right, so you're
Because
going to
right
move the
now there's
long-term capital
nobody.
plan up under the BOE report? Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I think we want to talk here about both the permanent maintenance account, which is just any maintenance plans that they have,
Mm-hmm. And maybe in paren, we can say turf
And-
field.
cap. So we'll have them talk about any of their long-term maintenance and capital plans that they have.
Okay,
Okay?
thanks.
Okay. So I'm going to try to decrease what we're doing as old business and move it into the reports
Okay,
so that the people that are speaking to it are more knowledgeable, plus Board of Ed can leave when they're done. Otherwise, he has to stay till
that makes sense.
now. All right. Public discussions. This is the, no, I'm not going to go. I'm going to assume that we have nobody for public discussions.
Therefore,
Hearing none. Move on to board comments.
So I have a comment. So, Mark, I don't know what's customary for your role for these meetings, but do you go through every agenda item and see what everybody is going to present to us? I don't know if you do that. I really don't know if that's how it's done or not.
I wouldn't for Board of Ed, and I
Okay.
think that's where your sticking point was tonight. Generally, the department heads that I work with
Mm-hmm.
are tuned into the changing of the
Flavor.
purchasing plan, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think they were pretty tuned into that.
Okay, so that's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Maybe you see where we're going, right? And maybe you can help them when presentations come up. You know the things that we're looking for. And so if stuff gets bundled up in a way that you think we would really prefer to have a little more granularity, maybe you could help them ahead of time because they're not, like with the Board of Ed, it was a perfect example.
I don't think I
How far-
can't answer for Jeff. I don't think he's been part of any of this discussion about purchasing, and I didn't think of it. And he was caught blindsided. He had no idea this was coming. I think your Joe Bagaz know it's coming, and Bill Shears, and they were well prepared.
They've been through the drill a few times.
They just
But I think
understand
to
the
Lisa's
town's
point-
policy.
I think to Lisa's point, this has to come through the Board of Selectmen first, and by now the Board of Selectmen knows what the expectations are of the Board of Finance. So if there's some way that if they present to you and it gets passed, just with the caveat that, if they don't have that information and you guys pass it, maybe they want to rethink their presentation by the time it gets to us.
So this
Or
is,
because maybe
I
you
think
don't-
Jeff's gonna.
because maybe
I
you
think
don't
Jeff got
have-
the word anyway.
Maybe the Board of Ed doesn't have the same stipulations or requirements that this board does,
So
so.
I
The
think-
conversations at the Board of Ed, the Board of Selectmen were much different about this being the right equipment and this is what we need. We need to fix the problem. And it was more like the history of why it wasn't done right the first
Right.
time.
But even the air pack issue, I understand he hadn't heard that. But I prefer hearing, okay, this is what the board is asking of me. Yep, I understand why you're asking. I want to support. I'm asking for some more information. I think you understand where I was going with that. I would just be grateful for your intercession and mentorship.
so I think the answer
In that way.
is, when I approve the agenda, I'm going to see each one of these letters, right? And I'm going to reject any agenda item that is not in a format that tells us what we need
I
to know.
think that's what you need to do.
I'll
Yeah.
put it on me. It's just,
Yeah.
when I get the meeting minutes or the agenda, I also need the Word documents to go with it.
So
And then
so
that'll be
anybody
quality-
on the Board of
quality
Finance.
control, and I'll just say, nope.
question, though. In the absence of what seems to be not a uniform purchasing policy or an existing one, that's what we're working on, I guess. How do the individuals and the groups coming before us know what they need to do? I mean, are we going to be chasing our tail here? Are you going to have a request? It's going to be, not on the agenda because it's not complete, but I guess it's a notice issue is what I'm saying. We need a simple letter from you, chairperson, or this board, or Mark and this board, perhaps, to, the likely candidates who will come before us, might be really, really helpful and not take anyone by surprise. Because I think we need to let others know that there is a policy that is being worked upon, and
That we're transitioning into, which is tougher than we were used to.
working?
I think it's more fundamental than that. I think what's important is that they tell us the story, that they have some format that says, here's what I've done and this is why I came to this decision. If it's in the format that we need, I don't think it's quite as important. I think everybody in town has to understand that money's tight. We need quotes, we need multiple quotes, and you need to be able to show us your data. And the important thing is to show us your data. And if it's on a napkin, it's okay. I can get past that. But we need to see numbers. We need to see your thought process written down saying, here's how I came to the conclusion that I came to. And
So I've seen some of you out at Board of Selectmen meetings over the years, and I encourage you to watch it on TV, as painful as that might be. Ours are much shorter meetings than yours, so you still get through it pretty quick. Or come, especially when there's a lot of items here, or if you get your packet on Friday or Saturday, feel free to call me or call the finance director. So we can prepare extra information. I really would have no idea. And we'll talk offline because I just don't want to go there again. But I don't know where you're going with the Scott Air Packs. I really don't, and we'll talk about that. That you need other information from other departments. I know it's the same equipment, so I kind of get that. But I would never in a million years have brought. Maybe we should bring a Scott Air Pack in so you see what they are. No,
I know what they are.
No, so
It's a management issue in my mind.
and we could talk about what you might require, and maybe if that question just came up on Monday, we'd have the fire departments in here as well.
Well, that's why I said I'm approving
yeah.
it this time. I'm
Yeah.
asking in the future for
But-
this information.
And,
I thought that was
and I
reasonable.
won't call it. Just if you can give us a heads up that you see, I'm looking through my packet. It's Monday, and we have a meeting in 2 days. I don't know anything about this. I'm doing my homework.
Yep.
Could you, Anna, make sure that they have all three bids, or because I don't see them, or could you have this department head come in because we want to question them?
Yes.
Sort of related.
Yes. So
Well, I
that's-
think
that's-
That would be
yeah.
helpful.
Well, I think that the chairman just offered to do that.
Yeah.
Because in the past, I would receive the agenda bill and none of the supporting documentation. So what
Right.
you're asking
And-
for is now you've got to see the
Yes.
supporting documentation
Yes.
to be able to make a decision whether
Yes.
something even enters on the agenda.
Yes.
Yeah. On Thursday, she's going to send you everything
Yes.
by electronic, so it will be quick.
That's all.
Right.
And it can be
Great.
a fax. I
And
can
that
give
will
her my
help you
fax
helpful.
number if
So-
she
so-
doesn't have electronic copies.
So I heard what you just said about the air packs, and I think that we're all trying to do the right thing here. We're trying to support each other. We're trying to keep the taxpayers front and center and all of that. And tonight Dick might not have thought to come prepared with that information. And I think it's kind of what Bill was
It
saying.
shouldn't have been on him. This is a bigger picture. This
Right.
is, we know that we just bought 60 air packs, and now we're buying 2 more. Is there some economy that can be getting by buying 62? instead
Any
of 60?
information is helpful.
And he wasn't the right person. He's here saying, I need 2 air packs.
Okay,
And I don't need the other 60. I don't care about the other 60. So that's why I kind of realized that he was kind of there, but he's not really where our question was going to.
He doesn't work with them,
So if he,
technically.
he works in
Does-
East Lyme,
Right, so-
right? East Lyme, what, 60,
Lives in
they can
East
buy
Lyme.
62.
Right, right.
If Niantic has 1 extra and Flanders has 1 extra, I'm gonna borrow 1 from each plant and give 1 to each guy. Yeah, I'm saying there's probably more elegant solutions.
We're just trying to be a little bit more rigorous
But-
and work with people to
Sharing.
support them is all it is. And I feel like we have a good enough working relationship that we understand everyone's motives are in the right place. I'm hoping that that's the case.
Okay, do I have any other comments from the board about anything else?
Well, yes. I would just like to welcome John and Ann, and thank you for stepping up and running, and I look forward to a successful budget season right around the
Right,
corner.
I would echo that. Thanks, Ann.
Thank you.
And-
So that's what I had on my comment, is that I wanted to thank our 2 new members, and I will truly miss Beth and Peter, because I think they both were important members of the board. And
Agreed.
John and Ann have big shoes to fill.
Agreed.
All right, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second, any all opposed? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Thank you.
Good night.